What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. I've done a few videos recently all about fast firing rifles, but I thought I would do a continuation of them videos but with fast firing marksman rifles. They don't usually get too much of a look in because rifles can be so good, especially fast firing and with slow firing, heavy hitting ones as well. So I thought I would cover fast firing marksmen today and give you an option with some stuff that we've had recently into the game. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and let's get into it. Right, so two options here. We're going to go with the Dread zoomed in, and then we've also got an old friend, the SVD. Let's start with the Dread. Now, I'm not a massive fan of zoomed in. I don't like it. But you know, some people do, and therefore we will cover it. And this gun's pretty nice for survivability. What you can notice is the gun is pulling down rather than up because of the sheer amount of weapon handling we have in this build. So you have kind of got to get used to that, which is a little bit odd. But I wouldn't really recommend going for headshots, although you can do if you're a superstar. There is still a little amount of wobble that you have to deal with. But the gun is so powerful, as you can see there, 2.7 million easy to the shoulder. You don't really have to worry too much.
Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
You could probably reduce the weapon handle a little bit to get rid of that down kick. The down kick really, it doesn't seem to cause me too much issue, which is weird. It causes me much less issue than up kick, if you know, the usual recoil pattern. And I don't understand why, but it's just the way it feels. I might be completely wrong there, but let me know in the comments down below if that's how you feel as well. So I'm going to switch to the SVD. Obviously has some extra bullets in the magazine, which is nice. But with this one, we're going to use red dot.
Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the true sons escape with those.
Man, I miss the SVD era. Again, you can see that pull, but it really makes no difference at all. Like, literally, it makes zero difference. And what's crazy is if you really wanted to, you could probably run and gun this build. Put on gunner. I might do that actually. I might make a run and gun version. Whoa. Did I see him then? No, I did. He's invincible. So yeah, I mean, it's just really nice. And it gives you back the entire option of running SVDs again. Because we are so powerful right now. I'm not sure I've got any expertise in this SVD. I don't think I have. I'll check in a minute. We're so powerful. And the gear at the moment, whoa, look at all the bugs. I never noticed all them bugs before. The amount of times I've done this mission. This gear is just basically, it feels like just giving us options, right? Nothing's best in slots. Nothing's any better. It's just really, you know, you can run this. You can run that. You know, so you can change your playstyle to be a little bit different. Rather than Ouroboros and everything in the face. Peek. Where's he shooting me from? By the way, the drone's a great distractor. Even more than the decoy, I would say. Alright, we've come to the end of the mission. I'm going to drag it out a little bit longer than what I usually would, because we are at the end and I feel like I just want to do the end now, as we've got to the end so easily. I'm going to stick with the SVD rather than switching back to the exotic. Language. Again, this build's for kind of for everybody. As you notice, I'm just body shotting everything. I'm paying no attention to try shoot for heads. I'm just spamming. Accuracy is not what I'm looking for at all. Not let him get away. And we can use the drone to do any really nice finishing off that we want, just like that. Obviously, if you can hit the head by spamming, definitely worth it. But we are spamming, so I wonder if we can get these guys dead. I should have gone closer. But yeah, boss no hassle at all. We managed to clip his bum and we got him sorted out. I've no space, I'm not even going to look. But yeah, let's give you a very quick rundown of what it was that we were using. And here it is. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend using the ninja bike. I feel like you lose a lot of damage. But in this case, as you can see, it works absolutely fine. And the two-piece bonus from this is really, really nice for the build that we're using. It gives us 25% extra marksman rifle damage, which is just really, really nice. Obviously, if you didn't know, the ninja bike basically gives you the next unlock in your brand or gear set bonuses. So if you've got one and you're using the ninja bike, you'll have two. If you have two, you'll have three. There's no point running three-piece anything because there's nothing further for it to unlock. And it doesn't come with any damage talent or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame, really. But a critical hit chance mod in the bottom on that. And on the mask, crit chance and crit damage. For the chest piece, we're using the brand new brand set, unlocking all three bonuses, giving us magazine size, rifle damage that we're not using, but 30% weapon handling, which is important for using these, these marksman rifles that are usually pretty wild and uncontrollable. Weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, and critical hit chance, with glass cannon in the bottom. Then the gloves, again, super awesome because they give us the 30% brand set bonus weapon damage, but then a further 15% weapon handling, 12% critical hit damage. Now, what I'm thinking here is you probably don't need this much weapon handling because of the pull down. So if you wanted to use something else here, you probably could. You could drop the 30% weapon handling and then just use it from the overlord set instead, and that might be enough. But it's just something for you to try out. This was basically doing probably the maximum, to the point it's almost unreasonable amount of weapon handling. Then we've got overlords giving us accuracy and weapon handling. We're not using the rifle damage. Weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. And then foxes because, yeah, damage target out of cover, crit chance, and weapon damage. Yeah, no expertise in any of these guns at all, and it's quite easy to get to level 12 now. So the dread, if you like to play zoomed in, is great with damage target out of cover on the bottom. The full stop, shooting enemies builds stacks to a cap of 20. Headshots grant you 2 stacks. Each stack grants 2% weapon damage and 5% headshot damage on reload. Clear all stacks and gain 5% of your max armor as temporary armor for 10 seconds for each stack. Headshot kills with the dread restore all bullets in the magazine. This does not count as a reload. So if you can spam headshots with this thing, the amount of damage you can do is absolutely insane. Or you could run an SVD, damage target out of cover again at the bottom, and I used Optimist. Increased weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% ammo missing from the magazine. With crit chance, the extra rounds, crit chance, and some extra stability on the end. Just because it is really wild. But if you've got other options in here, you could pump up the critical hit damage if you really wanted to put some accuracy in. It's really up to you what you want to do here. Now, what you could also do is put critical hit chance in here as well. We could change this mod. Is it this mod? I have a chance mod in somewhere. This one here. And we can change it to damage, and that's probably going to give us the most we can get out of this build. Which, if we flick over to the stats, you can see we're at 58% critical hit chance with the dread. I think I'm 55 with the SVD. So if you're using the dread, I would put another critical hit chance mod in there and run at 56. but if you're using the SVD mode, do it this way around as well. 105 critical hit damage, but a lot of headshot damage, 146. So if you are a bit better than me, do aim for them heads for that extra damage, which is really, really nice. But yeah, and then I used the drone for a decoy, but obviously you could just use the decoy, you could use a turret, whatever you like here. You could use the former, couple of options, and then a revive hive, because that's a get out of jail free card, especially when you're running builds like this with glass cannon on. That's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.